The Ring of Fire, a path that traces the boundaries between several tectonic plates around the Pacific Ocean, contains about 75% of the planet's volcanoes. The Philippines sits on a unique tectonic setting, ideal to volcanism and earthquake activity. It is situated at the boundaries of two tectonic plates, the Philippine Sea Plate and the Eurasian Plate, both of which subduct or dive beneath the archipelago along the deep trenches, along its east and west seaboard.
An earthquake happens when two pieces of earth blocks or two tectonic plates suddenly slip past one another.
Our planet's crust is made up of about 12 major tectonic plates that fit together like a giant jigsaw puzzle. These huge slabs of land float on superheated magma and constantly shift, bump, and grind against one another. It's there, along the seams, where earthquakes tend to happen.
Here are the direct and indirect hazards of earthquakes. For the direct hazards, we have ground displacement, tsunami, landslides and rockfalls, subsidence, and lateral spreading. And for the indirect hazards of earthquakes, we have fire, flooding, liquefaction, and volcanic eruptions.
Here are the things that you need to do before, during, and after an earthquake. Before, make sure you have a fire extinguisher, first aid kit, a battery-powered radio, a flashlight, extra batteries at home, and you need to learn first aid kit to learn how to shut off the gas, water, and electricity. You need to make up a plan of where to meet your family after an earthquake. Don't leave heavy objects on the shelves because they might fall during an earthquake. Anchor heavy furnitures like cupboards and appliances to the walls or floor. And lastly, learn the earthquake plan of your school or workplace. During the earthquake, you need to stay calm. If you're indoors, stay inside, and if you're outside, stay outside. If you're indoors, stand against a wall, near the center of the building, stand in a doorway, or crawl under heavy furniture, preferably a desk or a table, and stay away from windows and outside doors. If you're outdoors, stay in the open, away from power lines or anything that might fall. Stay away from buildings or stuff that might fall off the building or the building can fall on you. Don't use matches, candles, or any flame. Broken glass and fire don't mix. If you're in a car, stop the car and stay inside the car until the earthquake stops. Don't use elevators because they will probably get stuck. These are the things you do after an earthquake. Check yourself and others for injuries and provide first aid to anyone who needs it. Check water, gas, and electric lines for damage. If any are damaged, shut off the valves immediately. Turn on the radio and don't use your phone unless it's an emergency. Stay out of damaged buildings. Be careful around broken glass and debris. Wear boots or sturdy shoes to keep them from cutting your feet. Be careful around chimneys. Stay away from beaches because tsunamis might happen after an earthquake. Stay away from damaged areas. If you're at school or work, follow the emergency plan or the instructions of the person in charge. And always expect aftershocks.
Volcanic eruptions can be defined as when lava or gas are discharged from a volcanic vent. The journey of these emissions begins deep underground in the Earth's core. The core, which can burn as hot as the surface of the sun, transfers its heat to the surrounding rocky mantle. In doing so, the heat melts some of the rock. This molten rock, or magma, is lighter than the surrounding solid rock layer, so it rises through the mantle. The magma then escapes through vents in the Earth's crust, causing volcanic eruptions. Now, above ground, this magma is referred to as lava, and it can reach temperatures of over 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. Hazards directly associated are lava flow, debris fall or ash fall, and ballistic projectiles. Pyroclastic density currents or PDCs, pyroclastic flow, pyroclastic surge, base surge, lateral blast, and volcanic gas. Hazards indirectly associated are lahar, flooding, debris avalanche, landslide, volcanic tsunami, ground deformation, subsidence fissuring, secondary explosion, secondary PDCs, and ashfall. To prepare before a volcanic eruption, first, protect your pets. Prepare a pet emergency kit for your companion animals. Number 2, protect your home. Make a list of items to bring inside in the event of ashfall. Number 3, protect your family. Talk about volcanoes with your family so that everyone knows what to do in case of a volcanic eruption. Make sure you have access to NOAA radio broadcasts. Keep handy a pair of goggles and a dust mask for each member of your household in case of ashfall. Ensure that every member of your family carries a safe and well wallet card. Talk to your insurance agent. Find out what your homeowner's policy will or will not cover in the event of a volcanic eruption. During a volcanic eruption, stay safe by listening to a local station on a portable battery-operated radio or television for updated emergency information and instructions. Follow any evacuation orders issued by authorities and put your emergency plan into action. If indoors, close all windows, doors, and dampers to keep volcanic ash from entering. Put all machinery inside a garage or barn to protect it from volcanic ash. Bring animals and livestock into closed shelters to protect them from breathing volcanic ash. If you are outdoors, seek shelter indoors if possible. Stay out of designated restricted zones. Avoid low-lying areas, areas downwind of the volcano, and river valleys downstream of the volcano. If you are caught in ashfall, wear a dust mask designed to protect against lung irritation from small particles. Protect your eyes by wearing goggles. Wear eyeglasses, not contact lenses. Keep as much of your skin covered as possible. Lastly, staying safe after a volcanic eruption. Let friends and family know you're safe. Register yourself as safe on the Safe and Well website. If evacuated, return only when authorities say it is safe to do so. Continue listening to local news or our NOAA weather radio for updated information and instructions. If people around you are injured, practice check, call, care. Check the scene to be sure it's safe for you to approach, call for help, and if you are trained, provide first aid to those in need until emergency responders can arrive.